Evening everyone, back in the shed, as you can see. After a boring Christmas. It wasn't a bad Christmas, but please it's over. It's a little bit too quiet sometimes, isn't it? You don't know what's going on, it's a bit...
Yeah.
You get a little bit lethargic, don't you? Just sitting around the house and can't bother to do anything.
Christmas ain't the same, is it, as it used to be years ago.
Well, everything I'd planned to do, I couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
You know, you
get
just
that
think,
feeling.
3D prints, gonna do everything, done hardly anything.
End up just loafing out, just getting lethargic and that.
Sitting there, eating crap.
Yeah.
Looking forward to getting back down the gym. I've been off the gym for a couple of weeks, busted my teeth, I told you, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, can't do a lot at the moment, but back to normal.
Back to normality, like.
Not got much of a lisp anymore, and they're not as loose as they were. New gum shields back in the seat next week, hopefully. Back in the ring, looking forward to it. But I hope everyone had a nice Christmas. It's nice to do a bit of a video for a change.
We ain't done one for a little while, have we? So
nah, it's been ages.
I mean, we could have done. I suppose now that Christmas is over now, but we could have done a Christmas special, I suppose. But
could have done. Not wearing all their hats and that. I've seen a lot of YouTube videos where they're all sitting there with their hats on.
No,
I can't have it, mate.
I can't stand all that. People wearing Christmas hats and things. I feel embarrassed with people when they go in shops and they have to wear Christmas outfits, like
can't have it.
Things like that. I mean, like someone has to dress as an elf or something, you know. Yeah. I mean, they don't want to dress as an elf, like, but
shit, innit?
It's crap, isn't it?
Nah, not my cup of tea at all.
Nah.
You know.
I mean, the one thing I did do at Christmas, which is always traditional for me, is I watched the horror film Black Christmas.
We watched it as well.
Which I watch every year. Yeah.
What one? The 1976 version?
The 70s
I knew it would be.
The 70s one with Margot Kidder and Olivia Hussey.
So you didn't watch the 2006 one?
No, I ain't seen that yet.
We watched it the other night.
Is it good?
Yeah, really good film.
Yeah, I keep meaning to see it, but I haven't seen it as yet. But it's been on Horror Channel and things like that in it. But I thought, no, I got to watch it, like, And it's funny because I've seen it 1,000 times, but I always notice something different about it when I watch it,
Yeah, no, it's good, mate. Something to look forward to.
Yeah.
I watched it on YouTube. There's a full movie on there. Sometimes I upload a full movie. It's on there. Worth watching. She enjoyed it.
It's good. It's definitely one of the best horror films, that is.
Yeah, no, quality.
Good stuff.
But first time I've seen Gary for a little while, week or so, 2 weeks, and I noticed the arrival of a little carrier bag tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and just a little chip off, take the kids away from the screen. Back on the filth trail again.
Just one. In fact, we might as well kick off with that.
Let's get it out of the way, eh?
Yeah, this is
time. Is it past the watershed?
Past the watershed, yeah. This is Emmanuel and the Last Cannibals. Now, obviously, there's been loads of cannibal films, especially in the 80s. This was one which was a little bit erotic, hence Emmanuel being in it, And I mean, the actress, she's just incredible. I mean, and her name's Laura Gemser, but she's just incredible looking. And I mean, for like a fairly mainstream kind of horror film, this is quite steamy actually. There's a lot of steamy scenes in it.
Yeah.
And
how about the story, yeah?
Well, the story. The story basically is where she's a reporter. She's a reporter in New York, and she hears this story about this tribe in the Amazon jungle, which have meant to have disappeared years ago, but they obviously haven't, and someone goes missing. So she persuades her governor in the paper to send her out there with the help of this good-looking guy that works in the museum,
Right.
It doesn't take long for them to fall into bed with each other, you know what I mean?
But, that happens, doesn't it?
But it's pretty good. I mean, it's a good film anyway, and it's directed by a guy called what's his name now? It's Joe DeMata or something. DeMata, who's like another one of them cult directors, But before I watched this, I watched another one which I got for £1 in a charity shop called Cannibal Holocaust.
Oh yeah.
And it's on the old Vipco,
I don't think I can watch that.
Nah.
Because there's a bit of animal cruelty in it, if I remember rightly. I read on the review about it.
There is a few scenes in it which are they're actually showing you real scenes of like things in Africa and that, where people have been like firing squads and things like that. They try to intersperse it with the film, like, you know, but obviously there's nothing like the actual film. There's no real scenes in there as such, but they've put documentary footage in there to try and beef it up a little bit, you know. But I mean, the guy who directed it is the guy which is named Ruggero Deodata, you know. These names like these really crack me up, you know. But I mean, that was a good. I mean, I got that because I watched that film on Horror Channel the other night, that Green Inferno, and which was like directed by Eli Roth, one of Quentin Tarantino's mates.
Yeah. And
it was quite near the mark actually. But at the end of it, the credits gave you like a brief history of the cannibal films, you know. So there was a couple which I already had on the Vipco and that, and so when I saw it, I thought, yeah, I have to check that out. But yeah, it was good.
Well, there you go.
But it was steamy. It was steamy.
There you go. You can bring the kids back into the room once this is out of the way. Yeah, you know, I don't know what's happened to him. Really don't. But you know.
Well, I mean, the thing is, I was aware of an Italian film called Black Emanuelle.
Right.
And the reason why I was aware of it really was because of the soundtrack album. The soundtrack album was on a record label called West End Records. So I was always looking for this record and could never get it because it was super rare. And that was obviously the franchise of the Black Emanuelle films. There was that one, Emanuelle and the Last Cannibals. Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what to say about that, to be honest.
Right, the next one I pulled out of the hat is another old classic one that we like, and we're back to the big box VHSs here.
Yes. My type of video.
We're back to the big box VHSs, and this is the Sorority House Massacre.
So you notice I've got a bit of class. At least I'm into massacre and killing of sorority girls. I'm not really into
the cannibalism.
Yeah, the cannibalism stuff. You know.
But
that's a cracking film. Was it The Tower of Revenge, if I remember rightly?
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, it's one of them ones that was always on, wasn't it? It was always on like late night sort of like TV and that. And it's also on that the Medusa home video.
That's right. Remember that.
And it's there you go. You wanna.
What was the film with that was on that Medusa label as well? The one with where the girl was above the fire with her mouth stitched.
Oh yeah.
Was it something hell?
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of it, but this girl's hung upside down, isn't she? With her mouth stitched up.
Yeah.
And basically, what it is she's obviously trying to tell the person who's about to light the fire not to light it.
Yeah.
I can't remember what the film's called.
I can't remember.
Linda Blair had a short part in it, I think.
Yeah.
No, she was named on the video, but she weren't in it.
She wasn't in it.
Yeah, which was a bit strange.
Yeah, they used to do that a lot, didn't they? They used to put actually put them on the front cover, like, you know.
Talk about trading standards.
Yeah,
like, you know,
I know.
Yeah. Weird.
But I remember the other thing which was really weird years ago. It was a Dario Argento thing, and it was called Opera, and the girl had these like needles on her eye. You know, that was really strange. That was.
That's right.
So she couldn't blink. She had to watch the horror in front of her, and she couldn't blink because she had these like needle things. And I thought to myself, bloody hell, old Dario, he really like sort of goes to town, doesn't he? On
makes you wonder what was on his mind, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell him a bit about that story on that? Because we never really cover it.
It says on the back. It says. When the girls throw an all-night party, they discover a most unwelcome guest, the Nightmare Maker. A night of fun has become a night of horror as a bloodthirsty killer stalks them one by one. Sorority House Massacre, where nightmare and reality blend into a perfect slice of pure, unadulterated, heart-stopping horror. But the girl in it is like she's having flashbacks or something. Something seems hauntingly familiar to Beth when she arrives at the sorority house for a fun weekend. So it's like flashbacks and that, you know. But I can remember someone else having it. I don't know if you've got this or not.
I have.
I think you've
it's a
got
different
it.
cover though.
Yeah, it did have a different cover years ago, didn't it? But this is the old big box like VHS.
Get what you pay for.
Rental thing. And it doesn't have the old. It doesn't have the Sounds Familiar sticker, which I thought it probably would have had. But there you go. It's a great cover though. I like the cover anyway.
Yeah, it's good. There you go. There you have it.
Sorority House Massacre.
Good film.
Yeah.
Worth a watch.
Yeah.
Certainly like a tower. It's a bit it reminds me of the what's the Burning?
Yeah, so
That sort
yeah,
of thing, innit?
it's very similar, isn't it? Because it's probably from the same kind. I think that was made about 1986, that film, or 87. But it's
It was real horror, wasn't it?
yeah, it's good, isn't it? I mean, it's a good film, and it's sort of like it was at the time when, you know, I remember when you and Gary had the video club years ago. And those were the sort of films that were coming out at that time.
Another Gary, not this one, in case you get confused.
But I mean, I think I remember. I think I might have even brought that into work one day, and we might have watched it or something. Or maybe you probably bought your copy in.
Yeah, good film. Good film.
Yeah. The next one I've got here, I got some others in, but this is one which I've had for ages, which I haven't even thought about. But I see it today, and I brought it along. It's one of these ones in a little like cardboard thing, and it's called the actual video is called Recon Game, but the actors in it is Peter Fonda, Cornelia Sharp, John Philip Law, and Richard Lynch. Now, Richard Lynch is that actor that's got all the sort of got like scars on his cheeks, you know.
I know what you mean, yeah.
He's been in loads of things in the 70s. Always plays weirdos.
Wasn't he in Hills Have Eyes as well?
I think he was in. He was in one horror thing.
I'll tell you what he was in. Was he in The Goonies?
Yeah, look there. He's on the back there.
That's not the one I'm thinking of. No, it's alright. Ignore me. Fucking totally different bloke.
But you know the one I mean. He's like.
I do now. I've seen his face.
He's been in loads of like cop things in the 70s, loads of horror films and that. He's got these like scars on his side of his cheeks. You know, he looks a bit creepy. And I think his son is Judd Nelson, the actor Judd Nelson. I think that's his son.
Yeah, I know you mean. Yeah.
Yeah, but this was a film which I got, and then a mate of mine I was talking to a mate of mine. He said that was called Open Season. So there's the book. There's the book which I've had.
What do you mean? What, they changed the name or?
Yeah,
or was it based on it?
When it came out at the pictures, it was called Open Season, but obviously when it came out on video, they called it this Recon Game.
I wonder why.
I don't know, but it's because it's the same actors. It says on the front of this book Peter Fonda, Cornelia Sharp, and it's what it is. It's quite a good. It's quite a good film because it's they're like four like American typical Yanks who go hunt on a hunting weekend.
Right.
You know, and they're all getting geared up for their weekend away. They're filling the car with booze and that, and shotgun cartridges and stuff. You know, and on the way there, they spot this young couple like in this car, and then they kidnap them, and that's then you realise that's what they're going to do.
Right.
They're not hunting animals.
So they set out to do that.
They set out to kidnap a couple.
Bit of a twist,
and then they let them loose after they've had their fun with them, whatever, like intimidating them, and humiliating them.
Bit like Last House on the Left.
Yeah, similar sort of thing. And then they sort of let them go, and then they start hunting them, you know. And it's like there's a twist to it. So
what's the film Southern Comfort? It reminded me of when you pulled it out.
I must admit, it's very similar, sort of like to a lot of those films that came out, like Southern Comfort, and like it's even got a little bit of kind of like I don't know, like bit like Clockwork Orange in a way.
Hang on a minute.
Where you've got like
hang on just a minute.
Yeah, hang on just a cotton picking minute.
I've just noticed something. And I think the reason he's swayed on this cover.
Oh, what the actual? Yeah.
A scantily clad lady at the bottom there.
I must admit, I don't remember that being the what attracted me to the feature behind the video.
Heard it all before.
But no, it was a mate. It was someone that I knew that told me about, and he said, there's a great film called Open Season with Peter Fonda. And then when I got that video, and I'd already had this book anyway, and I thought this is the same thing. And I thought this must be what he was talking about. And he obviously changed the title of it because they did that a lot, didn't they, years ago?
Yeah.
Like maybe for copyright or something, you'd get a film with a totally different title to what it originally was.
Bit like Scrubbers 2.
Yeah.
Bit of a,
And that one that you gave me, Terror on the Menu.
Yeah.
That was originally called The Horror at Red Wolf Inn. Yeah. Apparently.
Which is an easier thing to say, Terror on the Menu, isn't it?
Terror on the Menu.
That's a good film. Yeah, that is Terror on the Menu.
Well, I've got that indoors. I'll have to bring that along next time. I don't know whether we've already spoke about that or not. What I should do is put the ones we've already spoke about somewhere, so I know because you can pick them out and talk about them again.
That's right.
And the viewers might say they've already covered this.
Yeah. I doubt it.
Well, the next three I got were given to me by a friend of mine, a mate of mine, who every now and again I meet up with him. We do like a stock exchange, you know. So he asked me to look out for things like for him, like Elvis records and Connie Francis records, things like that. And he always looks out for punk records for me and things, disco records and that. And what I like about when he gives me stuff, you never know what you're going to find. I mean, there'll be a box of videos, and some will be like Arsenal videos, some will be like Jungle Book, kids films, and then there'll be some like downright horror movies in there, you know, which is what he's.
That's how you find your classics, though.
Yeah, and because he knows I like horror films, he obviously sees them and he gets them. In saying that, there isn't many shops now that sell videos anyway, so you can only really get them at car boots. So these are probably things he's had for years. But the first one I wanted to talk about is this one.
Sorry, mate.
Which is
showing the mic on.
I don't know if I've ever seen this or not. This is Valentine, so it's quite recent, but it's I don't know if I've seen it or not. It's got Denise Richards in it, who I like anyway, and David Boreanaz. He's in the guy from Buffy, the Vampire Slayer. But I don't know any of the others. But obviously, you know, it's an old blockbuster video, like, you know.
Do miss that place.
Ex-rental, but it looks quite good. I mean, look. I mean, once again, you're gonna chastise me for the back cover.
I'm not one to judge, girl, at all.
I really didn't look at that.
Each to their own, but I'll let you make your own decisions on the rear. There you go.
I mean, I didn't really sort of like. I just looked at the front cover and I saw Denise Richards and I thought, oh yeah, I like her, but I didn't look at the back, I must admit. But do you remember that film? Can you remember seeing it?
I can't, not at all.
No. It's got to be from the late 90s or the early 2000s.
Yeah.
But you can see it's got the old Blockbuster video sticker on the back.
It's brilliant.
And I mean, they stopped doing videos a long time ago, didn't they?
That looks really good, actually.
Yeah, so I haven't watched it yet, but I shall probably. I mean, imagine you can get it on, probably can get it on DVD.
Possibly,
you know.
but as you say, if not many were sold or whatever, they may not even bother. You never know.
Sometimes they don't, do they? It all depends. I mean, it's obviously something to do with Valentine's Day or something like that.
Yeah.
You know? And the next one that he gave to me, I've never heard of this before. The Clown at Midnight.
Oh, look at that.
So that's one of them weird clown, you know, strange sort of like, you know, as you know, all clowns are weird, aren't they?
What's the story on that one?
It just says, when Monica, played by Tatiana Ali, persuades her best friend Kate, played by Sarah Lasses, to join drama classes at high school to take her mind off her nightmares, Kate begins to learn more about her mother, a tragic opera diva, brutally murdered years earlier. And then it says, Kate meets the owner of the magical old theatre, Mr. Carruthers, played by Christopher Plummer, and finds that her visions are intensifying. The students and their drama teacher, Margot Kidder, wow, didn't know she was in it, seemingly have the theatre to themselves, but while they disperse to explore, a silent figure stalks the dark and dusty building with a chilling agenda. So, yeah, so it could be good. I mean,
it looks I like stuff like that.
Yeah, I've not seen it before, and I mean, since seeing that Terrifier.
Oh yeah,
it's really
you watched it, didn't you? Yeah, really, you watched it at last.
It's really like you put the clown situation in another dimension.
Yeah, it might take you off of other videos. There you go.
The Clown at Midnight. Yeah,
so it looks a nice little donation, that one, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? I mean,
as I say, if anyone's got any old VHSs they don't want, send them our way and we'll do a little review on them if you don't want them anymore.
Send them along. We're always happy to oblige, like.
Yeah.
And I've left the best till last, which is another Vipco, which I've never seen this. Beyond Evil.
Where'd you get that one?
Beyond Evil. Look, it's the same guy that gave me the
right. Okay.
the other ones. Yeah, this was amongst them.
Got some real gems.
Yeah, and this is like stars the John Saxon, the actor who's been in everything, and
Enter the Dragon,
Enter the Dragon. Yeah. And Linda Day George, the Scream Queen. I can't think who she is at the moment, but it's whoever's had it has not rewound it yet.
That's it. Could be bothered.
But it's Vipco, and it's the video. It's like a video. So I don't think I've ever seen that on DVD.
What's he saying? What's
But it's
yeah, they're saying not since the Amityville Horror has there been such a horrific and shamelessly bloodthirsty haunted house tale. Shamelessly.
Shamelessly, yeah.
Yeah, John Saxon. What was it? Usual thing. They move into an old house occupied by an extremely
malevolent spirit.
I can never say it. Malevolent spirit.
Something like poltergeist, the Indian burial ground or something.
Of a 100-year-old woman.
Yeah, 100. Like,
Don't know why.
yeah, when they say things like that, I mean, you know, it's not that unusual for someone to live to be 100 now, is it?
Yeah. Apparently, she reacts to their intrusion of moving in.
Oh well, obviously, used to having a place to herself for all them years, and then along they come.
But she reacts to their intrusion in an extremely violent and savage manner. What, 100? What's she gonna do?
What can she do at that age? Must be pretty weak, you know. Especially John Saxon. I mean, he's quite a big geezer, isn't he?
Yeah. Apparently, it was a huge hit at the tail end of the drive-in movie boom.
Oh, well, the drive-in. Well, you know that what else is on Vipco? The old drive-in massacre.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
which is pretty good.
Yeah, the cops in that alone would have made it for me. Yeah, a creepy horror by the looks of it.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? I mean, I ain't watched it yet because I mean, it means me like rigging all the video up and everything. But I shall definitely watch it because I watched the other one the other night after having it for a few weeks. The Bad Girls Dormitory, and that was pretty good actually. It was very good.
Any reasons it was?
Well, it was a bit of nudity, bit of girls reform school carry on, you know. But I mean, yeah. What does it say on the side? What does it say? We've got the guts. It says.
Yeah, we've got the guts. And from the director of Graduation Day, I remember that film. That was
Graduation Day. Yeah.
But that looks really good as it goes.
Doesn't it?
That's a real classic.
And it's a shame because the Vipco DVDs, their covers are basic. It just has like the name of the film, and it had the Vipco symbol. But the videos were better packaging. You got a picture, you got like a bit more of a more design.
The artwork on some of these were great. And what I like is where it's got cult classics as well. I'll put a bigger picture up on the video. It's got cult classics there, and it's written like the Coca-Cola symbol.
Isn't it?
You know, I love that. I think we've mentioned that before.
Yeah.
I just like the way it's done.
Yeah.
But as I say, I'll throw a picture up anyway, so you can have a closer look.
I used to think that when I used to see them, I used to think to myself, have they been sponsored by Coca-Cola or something? You know, but then you'd see that, you think, oh no, it's like where they're...
But maybe the cult classics, maybe they sold Coca-Cola with a drive-in movie.
Yeah.
I don't know, and maybe they made it look like that.
Yeah, I don't know.
We'll have to look that up to see if that's...
It always, like what you just said, it looks exactly like the Coca-Cola symbol.
It really does.
And I'm thinking, sometimes they can't get away with doing stuff like that. It's like that guy that just got sued, that musician, because he made a record which sampled Marvin Gaye's "Got to Give It Up" quite heavily.
Oh, was that?
It was a track that when it came out a couple of years ago, you said, "Oh, I like this track."
It was the one where I can't think of his name. The bloke.
He's a famous kind of singer. Yeah, a young guy.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. Robin Thicke.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I'm sure it is him. Yeah.
And he made that the record, and it's
something
got that
lines.
Got to give it up.
That's it.
Riff, and the people who own the rights sued him. You know, whereas before they could just if they sampled a bit from a record, they could get in touch with the publishing company, and they would normally let them do it.
Yeah.
But for some reason they sued him. You know, so.
I suppose that's how much
it makes you think of how they get away with doing that symbol so similar to the Coca-Cola thing, you know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm still looking into the possibility of that when we're doing a VHS review on a film, of throwing a bit of the film up like a trailer. But it seems to be a bit of a dark area in the UK where you can only put a certain amount up. Yeah. Some people are saying you can put 10 seconds of the film up. Some people say you can put 30 seconds up. Yeah. And then others, and I've actually wrote to some bloke to ask him the question, and he said, "Well, you take a chance by putting any of it up."
Yeah.
He said, "So if someone sees it and they don't like the idea that you've used their content, then they can have you for it."
What if even if you was to sort of film it off with your own TV set or something? Say you was to play something on your own TV.
I suppose you could do it like that. That might be a way of doing it.
It wouldn't look very good though, would it?
No, it wouldn't. I mean, maybe we could have a little VHS set up. I've got a VHS brand new, almost upstairs.
Yeah.
And set a little TV up.
Yeah. And you could just show little clips and that.
Yeah. But see what happens.
I mean, I don't know whether that whether that would be the same as like actually showing a clip that you actually take from YouTube or something.
I'm not
from
sure.
Another format, like, you know.
Because it's like the people that put full films up on YouTube.
Yeah.
After a while, you know, they get taken down because I've looked at some films I've really enjoyed, then watched it again and it's gone.
Yeah, because obviously someone has seen it. And
yeah.
Someone's got copyrights to stuff, haven't they?
I think they have a little bit of a little sort of clear out all the time where people just say, right, we're getting rid of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't get a straight answer on it. So if anyone knows what the actual, you know, the clear answer is, can we use a clip of a movie in the video in each review we do? Because that would be brilliant if we could, just to show, you know, the funniest clip from the film or...
it just gives people an idea of what it is, doesn't it? And I mean, you know, especially like that thing, The Clown at Midnight. I mean, there might not be any clips of it. You know, it might not be out there. But, I mean, if it is, we could show a bit, couldn't we? You know?
See, what I'm thinking is whether we could do a trailer of each film.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure a trailer wouldn't be an issue.
No, I shouldn't think so, because I mean, if the trailer's already on there, then and it's not as if you're you know, you're showing part of the film as such, because a trailer is kind of a thing which was released for all the public to see, wasn't it, to get them to go and see a film. So maybe a trailer would be different.
Or what I could do in the comments, in the description of the video, what we put up, I can actually put a link to that trailer to each film, if that would work or something like that. Just let us know what you think, because we'd be interested, because we're not sure whether to put trailers up as well, just to make it a little bit more. Yeah,
just to you know,
get a bit more involved with it.
Just to, you know, you can see like what turns us on, like, you know what I mean.
Well, what turns one of us on anyway.
Endure the madness.
You know. So, oh, by the way, we've had a couple of donations to the shed as well.
Yeah.
From Steve.
This is great. This is great.
Some really good posters. We've got a few over there as well, but they're off camera at the moment.
It's brilliant,
but you know, I'm not really into the Marvel type stuff, but there's something about that Iron Man poster I really like.
It's brilliant, isn't it? It's got the old, like, it's just as if it's like the old comic, 20 cents.
Yeah, love it.
June 1947.
There you go.
Approved by the Comics Code Authority.
Would have thought, would you?
Yeah, it's great there.
Yeah, so we've got a couple of bits and pieces up. But yeah, so that's our first sort of post-Christmas video, I suppose.
Yeah,
and,
plus your new edition of Pac-Man up there.
Yeah, got a little Pac-Man up there from Dan. Appreciate that, Dan. Really nice, mate.
It's great, love that.
Yeah, so that's up there now. I don't know if you can see it. That's off camera slightly as well. But that's about it, really. Hopefully in the new year I'll get a bit of time to do some prints and some gaming and a few more VHS reviews and DVDs. But let us know your thoughts, and if you've got any ideas, please put them on there, because we're always open to ideas as well, aren't we?
Yeah, any suggestions, like, you know, anything that we might have lurking in the cupboard that we can pull out and talk about. Great.
We've still got plenty in the loft.
Yeah, I've loads. Untapped gold mine up there.
Yeah, it is untapped. But it's like going into an old video store up there, isn't it? That's what I like about it. I like the feel, the smell, everything.
I think that was quite popular, wasn't it, that one? The one that we did when you actually went up there.
Got a lot of views on that.
And had a little route about up there.
Yeah. It's a bit like a documentary, the way it was filmed. But so once again, thanks for watching. And as I say, hope you had a great Christmas. And back to work next week.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Oh.
And thanks for watching. See you in 2 weeks' time, week's time.
Yeah, definitely, yeah. See you then.
See you soon.